Hello. Quest here. Chrono Trigger. The last part, we did a lot of stuff. We met the princess. She got lost in time and then captured by monsters, and now we're here to rescue her great-grandmother. Probably more greats because there's a 400-year difference. I don't think I'm getting through here without a fight. Yeah, because she disappeared because the knights that were looking for the queen ended up finding her and being like, oh, we found the queen. It's like good going. Fortunately, a frog is here to help us. I guess I could have used some cyclones or something to speed up the fight, maybe. Although it has a longish animation. And we've been getting a lot of critical hits. I don't think skills can critical. HP, some gold, level ups. Level ups are pretty cool. There's another save point there. I don't think we need another save point right now. Prepare yourself, Queen Lena. It's time for you to bid farewell to this world. Tarquin left me a bunch of pronunciations, although they were probably based on the Japanese version. I think actually he said they were based on Japanese, so maybe the name's changed. Maybe we've got an Eris Aerith thing going on. Anyway, how did you get in here? Frog! Flee, your majesty. We shall dispatch this fiend. Be careful. And she goes past all the monsters we didn't actually deal with, because we skipped like 2/3 of the encounters in the dungeon. Gah! There's no use in fighting. None of you will leave this place alive. Actually, probably more like we skipped 40% of the encounters. Intolerable frog lets you hop your way out of this. Enough of this Chancellor charade. By the way, speedrunners, at least in the SNES version, skip this fight. They somehow store the fact that they're standing on that save point just outside through the door transition, walk up past the cutscene trigger, save their game, load their game, and it thinks this fight's already happened once they load their game. So yeah, the Chancellor transformed into Yakra. Combo, dual tech, X strike. And we're doing some flamethrowers. So yeah, since Luca doesn't have a tech that's as efficient at damage, she's like mildly the healer, except like we need a little extra healing going on here. Anyway, yeah, this tech is very MP efficient. Wait, isn't that his... Oh no. I thought he was doing that attack because he died. A lot of enemies in this game have like on-death triggers. Well, not a lot, but like... it's not unheard of. I'll just throw in a normal attack here. A crit! Yeah, Fire Whirl wouldn't be nearly as good as X-Strike. I was checking that guide I mentioned last time. And it's got like it's basically as good as 2 cyclones and a like 1.3 flamethrowers. Oh, we won. And we're like pretty under level at this point and under armored. But like early game is easy in Chrono Trigger. But yeah, like Chrono on Flame Whirl, it's a 2.5x on attack instead of 3.3 compared to X-Strike. And yeah, X-Strike is just far the superior tech in that battle. Flame Whirl, of course, has the advantage of AoE. Anyway, thank you, Frog. I knew you'd come to rescue me. His Majesty waits most anxiously. We should return to the castle. Except His Majesty thinks you've already been found. Anyway, Frog says, I thank you, Chrono and Luca, for all your aid. And I as well, please accompany us to the castle, you'll be most welcome guests. Yeah, we get some treasure. Except one of them's the Chancellor. True Chancellor. Whew, my thanks. That monster stuffed me in there like a sack of coin. Oh, Your Majesty, I am undamaged, as you can see. Mid-ether. Not bad. I don't think there are any, like, side passages, even though the indents in the walls look vaguely like it. Yes, let us be on our way. I think we get warped out of the dungeon? Yeah, all the way here. You cannot know how I worried. Yes. Yakra, that vile beast, impersonating me and kidnapping the queen. We must institute a strict criminal justice system in this kingdom to ensure such fiends never threaten the royal family's safety again. About that. I am disgraced. I failed to protect my queen. Frog! He kneels or something and leaves. Goodbye, Frog. Forever in your debt, who knows what would have happened to me had you not come even a little later than you did? By the way, what became of the girl who was mistaken for me? Oh yeah, I forgot all about Princess Nadia. Chrono, where did the princess disappear? She may be there now. It was up... No, not that way. Is it up this way? These screen transitions happen just a little before the SNES version. You actually get to walk up the stairs until you can't see Chrono normally. Probably so that it's a clickable location on the cell phone, since you've got touch controls. I don't know how the movement works though. I would expect it would be a virtual controller. Anyway, huh? What happened? Princess Nadia. Chrono. It was awful. I was so afraid. I couldn't see or feel anything, but I knew I was someplace cold. I wonder if that's what it's like to die. Your Highness, You came to help me too. Wait, Your Highness? Uh-oh. Guess you guys figured me out, huh? Sorry, Chrono. Didn't mean to trick you. My name is really Nadia. My father's King Guardia the 33rd. Just wanted to go to the fair and have fun like everyone else, but if you'd known who I really was, you wouldn't have shown me around the fair, would you, Chrono? Probably not. See, and I like Marl better than Your Highness anyway. The real queen's safe, right? Let's go home, Chrono. Sounds good. Oh, he's here. It was my presence here that endangered the queen. I can remain at this castle no more. I don't think that was it. And Marl goes, eek! Because we apparently didn't explain Frog to her. Indeed, your resemblance to the queen is uncanny. Chrono, you have the makings of a great swordsman. That's nice. Dots. Maybe frogs aren't so bad after all. We're forced to actually go through the forest again. I think Marl still hasn't learned Aura. And get another free shelter. I was just checking my stats to see if I got a full heal after the cutscene. I guess I could have healed Luca, but like, we're so strong now. Oh no. Oh, it's fine. Besides, if people die in this game, I think they just get revived with 1 health at the end of the battle, because this game is extraordinarily friendly for an old RPG. 3 tech points, Marl's level increased. I guess let's talk to a few more people. Millennial Fair? Here? Have you been in your cups? I guess it's an alcohol reference. Our kingdom is only 600 years old. King Guardia the 21st still reigns, last I checked. Okay, so there have been 12 generations since now. I scarce remember the days before the war against the Fiend Lord began. The months turned to years. When will this all end? So yeah, Turbo Tails mentioned that you need that conversation, or at least one like it, in order for the, how do you pull up the map again? Oh, well, if you just wait in place, it says 600 AD. Ah, there's the map. So yeah, that would have said question marks AD. Had we neither met Luca nor had conversations that reveal the date. I thought that island in the bottom right was more north. Anyway, let's see, you're Banta, the village blacksmith. You're forging this bell at the king's behest as a symbol of his love for the queen. The queen's vanishing act had me wondering if this work would be for naught. After all, what's the bell without a queen, eh? But it seems they found her in the canyon up north. She's back at the castle now, and I'm back to work. So, his dialogue hasn't been adjusted for the fact that we found the real queen. Your husband wants a daughter both clever and fair. Okay, good to know. That's eventually Luca's residence in the future. Or in the present, is what the time period's actually labeled. No, I still didn't heal anyone. I'm sure it's fine. Easy game. 1 health survived. Oh, that enemy has some health. Does it counterattack? Or is it just that fast? Maybe if I was using a technique on it, it wouldn't counter. Okay, yeah, it's definitely like countering things. I guess now it's probably gonna die. Yep. Don't think Marl has any techs yet. She's also got a melee animation when your enemies are nearby. And Chrono has a walking animation instead of a jump if the enemy is nearby, but like not just like within swinging range. So yeah, that was a demo of the fact that Luca got revived with 1 health. Just double checking. Yeah, you haven't learned Aura yet. You need 4 more TP. So, how do we get home? Well, Your Highness, Please call me Marl. Well then, Marl, observe! Whoa! Luca, you're amazing! And she laughs. Sorry, I should be more humble in front of... Enough already, I'm a princess, but what's that mean? I can't do anything special, but you're incredible. I'll trade my name for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call these distortions gates. They're basically portals to the same location in a different time. But gates are unstable, that's why they appear and disappear all the time, so I use the principle behind my telepod device. It's great, this gate key. It's what's locking the gate in place. Why did this gate suddenly appear in the first place? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. This is starting to sound complicated. Why don't we head back to our own time for now? Alright, coming, Chrono? Nope, you can just leave me in 680. Whew, we made it. Chrono, Luca, why don't you come back with me to the castle? It would give you a chance to thank you properly for everything. I'm really sorry for putting you through all this, Marl. What are you talking about? It was the most fun I've had in months, and I've made new friends, too. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I still need to do a little more shopping into why that gate appeared. Or snooping into why that gate appeared. I totally misread that. See you again, Luca. Well, Chrono, you ready to escort me home? I think I'm ready to fight Gatto. Okay, go straight ahead if you want to try your hand against Luca's bipedal robot battler Gatto. You can win silver points if you beat him. I'm actually, like, am I in better condition than... Okay, they call me Gatto. I have metal joints. If you can beat me up, you'll earn 15 silver points. I think in the SNES version, the third line was just beat me up and earn 15 silver points. Well, third and fourth lines together. Anyway, it's a battle. No, we're out of tech points. Anyway, we beat him. 10 XP, 1 TP. Anyway, I wanted to let the music play out. Oh no, I have lost and it seems you've won. Here are your 15 points and that wasn't that fun. So yeah, wanted to demo that you can do that at the fair. I'll heal up at Chrono's house. Because, you know, before escorting someone home, you gotta go home first. Right? Yeah, the music apparently changes over there. Homecoming. We have a slightly different Guardia Forest here. Is there... Oh, there's a strength capsule over there. But we don't have any of our final party with us right now, so I'm not gonna use it. Is there like... No, there's no chest over there. Also, you can't get the free shelter in this time period. I think you just have to not touch these enemies to not encounter them. Actually, I'm curious about what's to the right now. Is it blocked off? No. Suspicious clearing. Anyway, that'll come into play after we do the next area. Princess Nadia, says a voice. Chancellor says, are you alright? Where on earth have you been? We'd heard you were abducted. Abducted. We had soldiers combing the entire kingdom for you. You back there. You're the one, are you? Thought you'd kidnap the princess? No, Chrono only... Seize him. Seize the filthy terrorist. He deceived our princess and plotted to overthrow the crown. No, you mustn't. Stop this right now. What are you fools doing? But Her Highness the Princess said... Doesn't matter what she said. Seize him. So we've been seized, and she goes Chrono, and suddenly we're on trial. I, your Chancellor, shall serve as prosecutor. I, Pierre, represent the defense. Members of the court, I will now bring forth the defendant Chrono, who is charged with the abduction of Princess Nadia. And here's that strict criminal justice system they developed coming into play. Okay, what shall be his fate? To burn at the stake, perhaps? To feel the tickler, or hang upside down? The tickler? Is that a joke? Or shall we employ the guillotine? The choice is yours, good jurors. Now let us begin. We shall first hear the testimony of the defense. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, how could he be guilty of a crime that never occurred? Prosecution would have you believe that the defendant kidnapped the princess. However, the truth is quite the contrary. Not only was their meeting a coincidence, but it was the princess herself who asked Chrono if she could join him. Is this true? Who was responsible for initiating contact? I'm gonna say she was. Are you so certain? Our witnesses say that you were the one who bumped into the princess. That looked vaguely like what actually happened. I don't know if that answer even matters. Having subdued the princess, the defendant then coerced her in visiting Luca's little sideshow. There were countless witnesses to this. Shortly thereafter, both the princess and the defendant vanished. If that's not criminal abduction, I don't know what is. Yeah, especially the part where we brought her back to the castle without any sort of demands. Anyway, several other acts have also been brought to my attention that call the defendant's character into question. Objection! This cannot possibly have any relevance to the case. Care to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case, Your Honor. This evidence will show that his testimony cannot be trusted. Very well, we have nothing to hide. I'd like to call a witness who can vouch for the defendant's good character. That's the girl whose kitty we got. This, of course, does not happen in the speedrun because you never take the kitty back. You actually want to be found guilty in speedruns because you can stack up the jurors on the right pretty far and there's less walking time. Okay, how about that? The man before you is a fine, upstanding youth. He deserves to be honored, not put on trial. Phew, looks like they're buying it. The real issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this good youth to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. Pardon me, but I believe the motive was quite clear. Greed. Her fortune did tempt you, did it not, Chrono? No. Didn't even know she was a princess. Are you sure? You weren't in the least bit tempted? Not at all. Very well, no more questions, Your Honor. If you inspected the pendant before talking to Marl, after bumping into her, there would be a cutscene there, where it'd be like, actually, you were more interested in the pendant than whether she was okay. Anyway, Pierre says, I believe it has been made quite evident that my client is a fine and virtuous young man, and the defense rests, Your Honor. Yeah, also there could have been an extra cutscene if I'd taken the lunch. It's like, this guy's a lunch stealer. Members of the jury, it's time for a verdict. If you believe the defendant guilty, stand to the left, innocent to the right. So yeah, even in speedruns, you don't steal the lunch just to get one more guilty juror. There are some jurors that are determined by events and some that are random. Not guilty. Guilty. Wait, in the iOS version, did they swap which sides were guilty and not guilty? I thought not guilty was the left, and that's partially why you want the guilty in the speedrun, because the jurors come in on the right. I mean, also just because you can stack them up farther. Although maybe you don't want them stacked up farther, maybe you want them roughly even? Because they do walk all the way up to the judge every time. I know that you want guilties, I guess I don't know the justification. I know you don't even pick up the reward, though, for, the trial results. Order in the court. Verdict has been reached. The defendant has been found not guilty, but even if he did not kidnap the princess, the fact remains that he aided in her flight from the castle. I sentence the accused to 3 days of solitary confinement as punishment. That's actually a more clear text than in the SNES. It used to be, nevertheless he ran off with her, or something. Take him away. Stop, Princess Nadia. That's quite enough, young lady. But father, all I asked was for you to remain at the castle and behave like a princess. What's done is done, even your royalty must obey the laws of the land. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor and forget about your little escapade in town. You're through here. Chrono! This man is a seditionist who meant to overthrow our kingdom, says the Chancellor. He's been found guilty by trial. I trust him to your care. That's not what happened at all. So this is the monster who abducted the princess. His execution is 3 days hence. See that he is still here to attend it. So 3 days is exactly how long we were actually sentenced to solitary, but yeah. Didn't hear anything about an execution, no cause for concern, there's only been a small delay in the paperwork. Or do you mean to question me? Never, sir. Guards. So clearly the Chancellor is out for blood for some reason. Take the prisoner away. And we're in jail. Someone sympathetic to us left us some stuff, I believe. Or no. Yeah, sympathizer from your trial brought that for you. Enjoy it while you can. The reward changes based on how many not guilty results you got, I believe. I think 2 ethers is pretty good. Can save our game. Oh, there are only 3 save slots. Well, save it here. Again, we did get our HP. Oh yeah, I stayed at Chrono's house. Yep, we can make noise by bashing on the door. How many times do I have to tell you? If you won't quiet down, I'll quiet him down. Open the door. And I don't have control right now. He bops you with his sword. That's what you get for not doing what you're told. But we wake up and... BAM! We had our sword. Where do you think you're going? Out. Not really into the whole getting executed thing. 10 XP, 1 TP, got a potion. Can you recover here? Yeah, HP and MP restored. I don't need to save again. That didn't open up enough to get through. I think you can, like, climb an outer wall and end up getting in there. I guess I probably shouldn't continue, but let's just look around a little. Okay. So you can move diagonally on the stairs to not get that wiggle effect. Those are enemies. If you position well, though, you won't actually fight them. They have kind of an annoying amount of defense. Like, it's not a problem, but, like, you spend a while fighting them. Easy game is easy. Alright, that only opens halfway. That's another bridge. I don't know which bridge leads to bonus and which way is the actual path. Oh, I can actually hold the walk button to more easily position in the exact center. Do you not spin at all? Yeah, you can get behind other guards in order to do this instead of fighting them. Oh, that's just he's unconscious. I think there are some that give you, like, mid-ethers if you inspect them. Alright, obtained an ether, mid-potion, ether, pretty good prizes. So you're the one who's gone and slipped his cell, eh? It's Jailer, with an archaic spelling for jail. Miss. I only know that's pronounced jail, the G-A-O-L, because of Final Fantasy XIV. 22 XP, 1 TP, 55G. They don't pay me enough for this, and he leaves. Alright, let's go back to our cell for the save point. Save and quit. Next time we'll break out of jail, and end up in that clearing for some reason. So, yeah. See ya!